What's going on, Melanites? Happy New Year. This your boy GT.
Happy New Year, everybody. It's Kymmy Cocoa.
And we are your hosts for Innovative Black Stations, Connecting the Dots.
Yes.
Where we bring everything full circle within our community and outside of our community.
And
go ahead.
Cali, congratulations on making marijuana legal for recreational use. January 1st, Cali was lit up, I'm sure. So I got to make my way out there eventually to see how they're taking it, because in Denver, everything started happening in Denver, and they made a lot of money.
That's what's up.
So today we're going to talk about
Jeff Sessions, marijuana legalization. We're also going to talk about lean. We're also going to talk about Atlantic Records calling albums mixtapes, and we're also going to talk about finances and marriages. So Kim, we're going to go ahead and start off with put you on game. We're going to talk about Jeff Sessions.
Jeff Sessions done got on my last damn nerve. I mean, we talked about him in a couple of episodes regarding what he's trying to push. And like I always say, they out here trying to make the South rise again. So last week, Jeff Sessions said that he wants to rescind the Obama-era marijuana laws. And what that is, you know, really, federally, marijuana is not legal.
Right.
But 22 states allow medical marijuana, and 8 states in D.C. have medicinal marijuana, or 6 states in D.C. 15 states allow you to use it in some form, if not smoke, but they'll let you like use the oil or whatever. So now he's saying that, nope, we're going to have the feds try to reverse all that.
Okay, and something I want to talk about is code compliance or the code memo. A lot of people are not familiar with that, but it's basically an agreement between the cannabis industry and federal enforcement, which prevents distribution to minors, revenue, funding criminal enterprises, prevents state-to-state movement, possession and use on federal property, among other stipulations. Please do understand, 2016, this was over $6 billion industry as far as revenue goes, and it employs over 230,000 people. So
right.
This is a big deal.
So there's money to be made in legal marijuana, and the legalization of marijuana, like he said, in states that have made it legal, they are balling with the tax revenue.
Right.
I mean, it goes towards schools, it goes towards the roads, it goes toward everything that your municipal taxes would go to. So it's like, okay, why not? Back in the 60s and the 70s, only about like 16 to 19% of people thought that marijuana legalization was a good idea. Now it's up to 64%. But you wouldn't think so if you listen to Jeff Sessions, because he thinks that marijuana is for bad people.
Dangerous drug.
He was once quoted as saying he thought the KKK were good people until he found out they smoked marijuana. Now, how much sense does that make? This is the type of person that we have as our Attorney General of this country. If that don't piss you off, I don't know what should. Now, like we always said, they out here trying to make the South rise again. And when they elect all these people that are, you know, traditionally Republican and conservative from the southern states into the federal level. And so here we are. I mean, back in the 70s, it was like, okay, no one really got it. It was like considered for hippies. Right. But I mean, come on now.
Over 64% of Americans wants marijuana to be utilized.
Right.
Now, this affects not only the users, but also the growers, as well as the distributors.
Right.
I know Colorado, Oregon, and Washington sent reports last summer to Jeff Sessions where he felt like it did not follow the code compliance. So,
but there are a lot of senators and Congress people like Cory Booker from New Jersey, my home, shout out to Jersey. He's going to Congress and he's saying, look, this is ridiculous. I mean, not only has it been stated that, you know, marijuana is good for like seizures and stuff like that, why not? I mean, we have an apparent opioid crisis, but now all of a sudden you're making the war, you know, a marijuana thing. Like it just doesn't add up. So I mean, clearly they have ulterior motives. I don't know if he's just old as crazy and he just has an old way of thinking. But the people like in Colorado, in California, the people that have it already legalized, Vermont recently, Nevada, I think that you guys in the Congress and the Senate need to step up. And it also goes back to voting. That's going to be a huge deal in the 2020 election. I'm telling you right now. Absolutely. So whoever runs for president the next time, they're going to have to be lenient on feds getting involved in marijuana possession and the drug laws, because right now the states have the say so, and a lot of the federal prosecutors in each state are saying, yo, I'm not doing that. That's just going to take too much time and too much effort. Who has time and the money for all that to try to fight it when everybody is going to be smoking it? People that can grow it are going to be growing it. Basically. You know what we always say, vote, make that an issue, make that a priority, make the person that you vote for, ask them what their stance is on marijuana legalization, and go for that.
I say this all the time. It's like they're saying, like, when your mama tell you not to put your hand on the hot stove and you do it, you put your hand on the hot stove every time, and it's really gonna backfire on Jesse.
Yeah, because you know what's gonna end up happening? When the states realize that the only reason why the feds can get involved is because of the law that says, okay, the feds have reign over the states, they're just all gonna say, okay, well, let's vote this law out. You know, it's just waking everybody up, basically. That's what's happening. I mean, he thinks that what he's doing is just gonna backfire on him, basically, because everyone's just gonna vote to change the federal laws. I hope.